It was only after I was diagnosed that I realized that I'm very lucky, and there are a lot of people who are not as lucky as I am, and I want to do something about it. So I reached out to MSWA and we started discussing what are the ways that I could help and support. That's how we set up the first grassroots donations page with MSWA, and that's how the journey started. At that point in time, my girlfriend agreed to do the half Ironman with me because, again, I was very scared. I didn't know what future holds, and I just asked her if she would do it with me. She said yes. So that was a joint effort to raise the money for MSWA, and that's the only reason we managed to raise more than $10,000. So I'm looking forward to this Step Up Challenge, mostly because I was looking for a sports challenge, and then Step Up popped up and I was like, oh, this is great, amazing. Of most sports events I've seen, this is one of the more approachable ones because you have so many different levels you can pick. This year, I've decided to sign up for the multiple climb. I am hoping to be able to do 4 per hour for 3 hours, so that's 12. But maybe halfway through, I will give up. My legs may give way. So that's the goal. The goal is to do that and to just have fun. Life Not Limits to me is very important because I think it embodies how my view of life changed after my diagnosis. I think there are plenty of things I took for granted beforehand, like the fact that I will be healthy and able, rather than knowing that the time I have may be limited and there may be things that will happen or impact me along the way that will mean that I'll have to postpone or change my plans, right? So that made me realize that future is very fleeting, and it's much more important to appreciate what you have now rather than look forward to the things that are sometime down the track in the future, but actually they may never happen. You may never be able to do them. Sometime when I was still at uni, I realized that I wanted to make a difference and I wanted to make an impact. But now, more and more do I actually realize how I can have an impact on others, on the community, and how I can help, or maybe be a role model, or maybe just help others who are going through similar experiences as I'm going through. And I think that's the main source of inspiration for me. I want to leave a legacy. I want to have a number of people whose lives will be positively impacted by my actions.
Today was a little tough in terms of my MS. Predictably, after about 3.5 hours, the symptoms kicked in. So I started cramping in my quads, but the rails helped. So for the last 3 laps, I was actually pulling myself up on the rails a little bit just to alleviate the cramps and the pain. But overall, it was a pretty good effort. I'm very happy with it. To all the people that want to try it, that it's actually a really great event. There were people of all abilities, there were families, there were people dressed up. It's just a really nice event to just partake in, regardless of your level of fitness.